A homeless woman runs into a burning building while millionaires film on their phones. She saves a dying child and vanishes into the smoke, but the boy's father, a CEO worth $50 million, won't stop until he finds her. What he discovers will shatter everything he thought he knew about worth love and the woman society threw away. This is Anna Blair's story, and it starts with fire. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button and stay until the end. Comment what city you're watching from so I can see how far this story travels across the world. I should have let him burn. That's what Anna Blair whispered to herself 3 weeks after she became a hero. 3 weeks after her face got plastered across every news channel in Portland. 3 weeks after the millionaire started hunting her down like she owed him something. But let me back up. Let me take you to the morning Anna stopped being invisible. January 14th, 4:47 a.m., 17 degrees. Anna woke up under the rusted canopy of Bernie's gas station on Hawthorne Boulevard, the one that closed when the luxury condos moved in. 3 blankets all soaked. Left boot had a hole the size of a quarter. She'd stuffed it with newspaper, but the wet always found a way in. You don't really sleep on the streets. You just close your eyes and wait. She was waiting when the feeling hit her. That electric tingle before lightning strikes. Then the screaming. Anna's eyes snapped open. Across the street, black smoke poured from the 5th floor of the Hawthorne residences. Those glass towers where a studio cost more than most people made in a year. Flames reached from a window like desperate fingers. People ran out in designer pajamas, clutching phones, laptops, little dogs in carrying cases. Anna sat up. 26 years old, felt 60. Everything hurt. Everything always hurt. More screaming, high-pitched, terrified. A woman in a white robe burst onto the sidewalk, hair wild, face wet with tears. "My baby! Oh God, my baby's still up there!" She pointed to the 5th floor, the floor filling with smoke. "Someone help! Please, my son is in there." A crowd formed, 20 people, 30, all with phones out. Recording, posting, narrating. "This is insane, guys. I'm literally shaking." Someone should do something. Should. That word that means nothing. Anna stood. Her legs wobbled. She hadn't eaten since yesterday morning. 1 meal a day if she was lucky. The woman in white dropped to her knees. "Please. He's 3 years old. He's just a baby." "Ma'am, fire department's on the way," someone said. A man in a Patagonia jacket. Probably cost $400. "They won't make it in time. He's in the back bedroom. He'll die." Anna moved. Didn't think. Thinking was for people who had something to lose. Across the street, through the crowd, past the phones. "Miss, you can't go in there." Patagonia grabbed her arm. Anna yanked free. "Someone has to." The lobby doors burned her palms. Inside, smoke choked everything. Fire alarm screaming. Emergency lights strobing red. Anna pulled her shirt over her mouth, started running. 5th floor. Stairs. Her lungs burned by the 3rd floor. 4th floor. Smoke thicker. She could barely see. 5th floor. The hallway was an oven. Heat rolled over her in waves. "Which one?" Anna shouted into the chaos. Then she heard it. Faint. Behind the smoke and crackling. Crying. A child crying. Apartment 507. The door was hot. Anna wrapped her hand in her jacket and turned the handle. Locked. "No!" She backed up. Threw her shoulder against it. Nothing. These weren't hollow doors. This was solid. Expensive. Built to keep people out. The crying got louder, more desperate. Fire extinguisher on the wall. Anna grabbed it. 30 pounds of red steel. She swung. Once. Twice. Door frame cracked. 3rd time the lock gave way. Smoke poured out. Anna dropped to her knees, crawling where the air was clearer. "Where are you? Baby, where are you?" A cough. Small. Terrified. Anna crawled toward it. Through the burning living room. Down a hallway. Bedroom door closed. She kicked it open. The little boy was curled under his bed. Blue blanket over his head, coughing so hard, his tiny body shook. "I've got you." Anna reached under and pulled him out. Maybe 30 pounds. Huge wet eyes. Spider-Man pajamas. "My mama," he whispered. "She's outside. She's waiting." Anna wrapped him in the blanket and held him to her chest. Stood. Couldn't see the door anymore through the smoke. Behind her, something exploded. Kitchen, maybe. Fire spreading faster. Anna ran. Blind. Trusting memory. Through the bedroom door, down the hall. Heat, like standing inside the sun. She burst into the living room as the ceiling groaned. A section collapsed behind her. Sparks and burning debris showered down. The front door was still open. Hallway visible through smoke. She ran. 3 steps and her boot caught on debris. She stumbled. Started to fall. "No!" Anna twisted, taking the impact on her shoulder. Pain exploded through her, but she held on. Didn't let go. Scrambled to her feet. The boy was coughing. Still breathing. Out of the apartment, into the hallway. Smoke everywhere. Couldn't breathe. Just kept moving toward where stairs should be. Her hand hit the stairwell door. She shoved through. Started down. Legs like water. Lungs screaming. 4th floor. 3rd. 2nd. Ground floor full of firefighters. Strong hands grabbed her. Pulled her outside into freezing air. "We've got you. You're okay." Anna fell to her knees on the sidewalk. Someone took the boy from her arms. She heard him crying. "Mama! Mama! Mama!" He's alive. The child's alive. Cheering, people cheering, phone still recording. The woman in white was sobbing, clutching her son. Anna couldn't breathe. Couldn't think. Everything spinning. A paramedic tried putting an oxygen mask on her face. "Miss, breathe slowly. You're in shock." Anna pushed the mask away, pushed to her feet. Everything hurt. Shoulder, lungs, head. "Miss, you need medical attention." "I'm fine." "You're not fine. You just ran into a burning building." Anna was already walking. Back across the street. Back toward the gas station. Back toward Invisible. Behind her, the crowd still cheered. Still filmed. News vans arriving. Police setting up barriers. Anna disappeared into pre-dawn darkness. Just another shadow. Just another ghost. 3 blocks away, her legs gave out. She collapsed against a brick wall behind a Vietnamese restaurant. Hands shaking, whole body shaking. What had she done? Why that little boy? Those big eyes, that Spider-Man blanket? She'd saved him. That was good. That was right. But now what? Now she went back to freezing. Back to hungry. Back to invisible. Adrenaline wearing off. Pain flooding in. Shoulder felt wrong. Dislocated maybe. Hands burned. Blistered. Lungs felt like she'd swallowed glass. Anna pulled her knees to her chest and made herself small. That's what you do when you're homeless. You make yourself small. You disappear. You survive. She didn't know that 3 miles away in a hospital waiting room, Ethan Grayson was being told his son was alive. Didn't know he was asking over and over, who saved him? Who was she? Didn't know her life was about to change in ways she couldn't imagine. Ways she didn't want. All Anna knew was cold. Tired. And somewhere in this city, a little boy was alive because she'd chosen brave instead of smart. She pulled her burned hands inside her jacket and closed her eyes. Maybe tomorrow would be different. It got worse. Next morning, Anna woke to her face on every screen in Portland. Someone caught her on camera, running out with Leo in her arms, face covered in ash, hair wild, eyes fierce. Mystery woman saves child from inferno. Homeless hero vanishes after daring rescue. Who is Portland's guardian angel? Anna stood in front of an electronics store window on Morrison Street, staring at herself on 20 different TVs. The cameras caught her at the moment she emerged from smoke. She looked like something from a movie, desperate, determined, dangerous, Nothing like herself. The real Anna Blair was small, quiet, forgettable, the kind of person you stepped over and never remembered. But this woman on the screen, this woman looked like she could fight God and win. "That's you." Anna spun. A teenage girl was pointing at her, then at the screen. "Oh my God, that's totally you. Mom, look. It's the fire lady." "Honey, that's not—" The mother looked at Anna, looked at the screen. Eyes went wide. "Oh my God, it is you." People stopping, staring, pulling out phones. Anna ran. Again. She spent the next week hiding. Different parts of the city. Avoiding shelters where people knew her. Sleeping in doorways, under bridges. Anywhere cameras couldn't find her. But Portland's small. Word travels fast on the streets. Everyone knew. Other homeless folks. Shelter workers. Cops. "You're famous, Anna. You should do interviews, make some money. My cousin works at Channel 12. I could hook you up." Anna didn't want fame, didn't want money. She wanted to disappear again, to go back to being nobody. That was becoming impossible. Day 8. Anna was at the waterfront trying to wash her hands in a public fountain when she heard his voice. "Excuse me?" She turned. A man in an expensive coat stood 10 feet away. Tall, dark hair going silver at the temples. Eyes that looked like they'd forgotten how to sleep. Ethan Grayson. She recognized him from news coverage. Leo's father, the architect, the millionaire, the widower. "I don't want money," Anna said immediately. "I don't want anything. Your son's alive. That's enough." "I know." Ethan's voice was quiet. "I've been looking for you for 8 days. Just to say thank you." "You said it. We're done." Anna turned to walk away. "Leo asks about you every day." Anna stopped. Didn't turn around. "Wants to know if his angel is okay. If she's warm. If she's safe." Anna's hands clenched. Her burned hands. Blisters had popped. Getting infected probably. "He drew you a picture," Ethan continued. "You're wearing a cape. And wings. You're holding him. He titled it, 'My Angel Anna.' Except he spelled angel wrong. ANJL. He's 3. Still learning." Anna's throat tightened. "Tell him I'm fine." "Are you—" She didn't answer. Couldn't. "I'm not here to fix you," Ethan said. "I'm not here to save you. I'm here because my son is alive and I need to look you in the eye and say thank you. That's all. Then I'll leave you alone. I promise." Something in his voice, something broken, something honest. Anna turned around, looked at him, really looked. He looked tired, more than tired, haunted. Like a man who'd almost lost everything and was still processing what that meant. "You're welcome," Anna said. "Now you looked me in the eye. Now you said it. We're done." "One more thing." Ethan reached into his coat. Anna tensed. But he just pulled out boots. Women's boots. Lined with fleece. Waterproof. Expensive. "I noticed your left boot had a hole, in the footage. These are new. Size 7, I had to guess. If they don't fit, there's a receipt. You can exchange them." He set the boots on the ground between them. Next to them he placed a card. "My number, if you ever need anything at all, please." Ethan Grayson turned and walked away. No lecture, no savior complex, no conditions. Anna stood there for 10 minutes after he left, staring at the boots. They were size 7. They fit perfectly. That should have been the end. Grateful father. Grateful son. Thank you. Goodbye. Done. But 2 days later, Ethan came back. Found her at the library where she charged her phone. "I was in the neighborhood." Obviously a lie. Men like him were never in this neighborhood. "What do you want?" "Coffee." He held up 2 cups from the expensive place down the street. "It's freezing. You look cold. Take it or don't. I'm sitting here either way." He sat on the library steps, opened his coffee, stared at traffic. Anna should have walked away, should have told him to leave her alone. Instead, she sat. 3 feet between them. Close enough to reach for coffee. Far enough to run. The coffee was perfect. Hot. Sweet. Real cream. They didn't talk for a while. Just sat, drinking coffee, watching Portland wake up. Finally, Ethan spoke. Leo won't sleep in his room anymore. Says it smells like smoke, even though we cleaned everything. Repainted. He sleeps in my bed now. Curls up right next to me. Terrified I'll disappear like his mom did. Anna said nothing. She died 2 years ago. Cancer. Started in her lungs, spread everywhere. 16 months from diagnosis to... Ethan's voice cracked. Leo was 1. Barely remembers her. I'm all he has. I'm sorry. When the fire happened, I was in Seattle. Business meeting. Leo was with the nanny. She got out. Thought Leo was with me. Communication breakdown. By the time anyone realized the building was burning. Ethan's hands shook around his cup. I was 40 minutes away, driving 90 down I-5. Absolutely certain I was about to lose him, that I'd failed him the same way I failed his mother. You didn't fail anyone. Didn't I? Ethan looked at her, eyes wet. I was in Seattle closing a deal on a building that'll make me another 10 million. Meanwhile, my son was dying. Would have died. If you hadn't... He stopped. Couldn't finish. Anna finished her coffee, set the cup down carefully. He didn't die. That's all that matters. Why did you do it? The question hung between them. Heavy. Important. Anna thought about lying, about saying something noble, heroic. Instead, she told the truth. I don't know. Everyone else was just watching, recording. And I thought, someone has to. Might as well be me. I don't have anything to lose anyway. Ethan stared at her. You could have died. Yeah, but I didn't. Anna stood. Thanks for the coffee. She walked away. Left Ethan sitting on those steps, holding his empty cup, looking lost. He came back the next day, and the day after. Always with coffee. Sometimes food. A breakfast sandwich. A warm pretzel. Once a whole pizza. I can't eat all this, Anna protested. So share it. He was right. Anna ended up sharing that pizza with 6 other homeless people under the Burnside Bridge. Ethan sat with them. Ate his slice. Listened to their stories. Didn't preach. Didn't judge. Just listened. One of them, a woman named Marie, pulled Anna aside later. That your boyfriend? No, he's just... I saved his kid. He's grateful. Marie laughed. Honey, grateful men send flowers. They don't show up every day with food and sit with homeless folks under bridges. That man's looking for something. What? Redemption, maybe. Or connection. Or maybe he just likes you. Marie patted Anna's shoulder. Be careful. Rich people's gratitude always comes with strings. Anna thought about that. Marie was right. Rich people didn't do things for free. There was always an angle. Always a price. But what was Ethan's angle day 16? Anna finally asked him, Why do you keep coming here? Ethan thought about it. Because Leo asks if I've seen his angel. And I like being able to say yes. I'm not an angel. No. Ethan agreed. You're better. You're real. Something shifted. Some wall Anna had built. Didn't come down. But it cracked. Just a little. My name's Anna. Anna Blair. Since you keep buying me coffee, you should probably know that. Ethan smiled. First real smile she'd seen from him. Ethan Grayson. Though you probably knew that. The news won't shut up about you. Millionaire architect. Self-made success story. Widower father. They love you. They love the story. They don't know me. What's to know? Ethan looked at her. Really looked. Like he was deciding how honest to be. I'm 43 years old. I've built 97 buildings in 11 cities. I have more money than I can spend in 3 lifetimes. And I'm lonelier than I've ever been. How's that for honesty? Anna blinked. Hadn't expected that. My turn, Ethan said. What's to know about Anna Blair? And somehow, sitting on those cold library steps, Anna started talking. Not everything. Not the worst parts. But enough. About her father. The drinking. The fists. The way he'd look at her after her mother left, like everything wrong in his life was her fault. About the boyfriend at 19. The one who said he loved her. Who got her pregnant. Who left the day she told him. About the miscarriage at 20. Alone in a motel room. No insurance, no money. Just pain and blood and loss. About the jobs she'd had. Lost. The apartments she'd been evicted from. The way poverty builds on itself. One mistake becomes 2, becomes 100, becomes this. Ethan listened, didn't interrupt, didn't offer solutions, just listened. When Anna finished, her throat was raw. She'd told him more in 30 minutes than she'd told anyone in years. I'm sorry, Ethan said quietly. For all of it. Don't be. I survived. Surviving's not the same as living. Anna laughed, bitter, harsh. Yeah, tell me about it. A woman walked by. Expensive purse, designer sunglasses. She looked at Anna and Ethan sitting together. Her face twisted with disgust. She pulled out her phone, snapped a photo, kept walking. Anna's stomach dropped. Did she just... Yeah. Ethan's jaw tightened. She did. Why would she? Because I'm me, and you're you, and people love a story. Ethan stood, held out his hand. Come meet Leo. Please. Just once. He talks about you constantly. It would mean everything to him. Anna stared at his hand. Clean, manicured. The hand of someone who'd never missed a meal, never slept in the rain, never been invisible. She thought about that woman with the phone. Thought about Marie's warning. Thought about how this would look, how this would end. Rich people's gratitude always comes with strings. But she also thought about that little boy, those big eyes, that Spider-Man blanket, the way he'd clung to her in the smoke. Anna took Ethan's hand. His palm was warm, solid, real. Okay, she whispered. Okay. 3 blocks away, that woman was already posting the photo online. Millionaire Ethan Grayson spotted with homeless woman. Is this the fire hero or something more? The post got 47 shares in the first hour. By evening it would have 10,000. By morning Anna's face would be everywhere again. But this time the headlines would be different. This time they'd be cruel. But right now, walking beside Ethan toward his car, Anna didn't know any of that yet. Right now she let herself believe that maybe not everyone would hurt her. That was her first mistake. It wouldn't be her last. Ethan's car smelled like leather and expensive cologne. Anna pressed herself against the passenger door, trying to make herself smaller. The heated seat burned through her jeans. She wasn't used to warm. Warm felt wrong. You okay? Ethan glanced at her. Fine. You don't look fine. I don't belong in a car like this. It's just a car. Anna laughed. Sharp, bitter. No, it's not. They drove through neighborhoods Anna recognized but had never belonged to. Tree-lined streets, Victorian houses with wraparound porches, cars in driveways that cost more than she'd made in her entire life. He doesn't know, Ethan said suddenly. Know what? That you're homeless. Leo, I told him you're my friend, that you got hurt in the fire saving him, that you've been recovering. Anna's chest tightened. You lied to him. I protected him. There's a difference. Is there? Ethan pulled into a driveway. The house was beautiful, modern, glass and wood and clean lines. Nothing like the cramped apartments Anna grew up in. Nothing like the shelters she'd been sleeping in. If you want to tell him the truth, that's your choice, Ethan said quietly. But he's 3. He doesn't understand homelessness. He doesn't understand poverty. He just knows his angel saved him. I'd like to keep it that way for now. Anna wanted to argue. Wanted to say something about honesty. About not teaching kids to look away from uncomfortable truths. But she didn't. Because she understood. Because if she had a kid, she'd want to protect him too. They got out of the car. Anna's new boots crunched on the gravel driveway. They still felt strange. Too clean. Too expensive. The front door opened before they reached it. Daddy! Leo came running out in dinosaur pajamas, arms spread wide. He crashed into Ethan's legs, hugging tight. Hey, buddy! Ethan scooped him up. Guess who I brought? Leo looked at Anna. His eyes went huge, wider than she remembered, impossibly wide. For a second he just stared. Then his face broke into the biggest smile Anna had ever seen. My angel! He shrieked. Daddy, you found my angel! He launched himself at Anna. She caught him instinctively. He was heavier than she remembered. Warmer. Alive. Leo wrapped his arms around her neck and squeezed so tight she could barely breathe. I missed you, he whispered into her hair. I missed you so much. Where did you go? Why didn't you come see me? Anna's throat closed up. She couldn't speak, could barely think. I drew you pictures, Leo said, pulling back to look at her. So many pictures. Want to see? I'd love that. Leo wiggled down and grabbed her hand. His palm was small, soft, sticky with what looked like jelly. Come on. They're in my room. Well, not my room, Daddy's room. I sleep with Daddy now because my room smells like smoke and it makes me scared. He pulled Anna toward the house, chattering nonstop. Ethan followed behind, something unreadable in his eyes. Inside the house was even more beautiful. Hardwood floors, high ceilings, art on the walls that probably cost more than Anna's entire existence. A woman appeared from the kitchen. Older, 50s maybe? Gray hair pulled back in a neat bun. She wore an apron covered in flour. Mr. Grayson, I didn't know you were bringing company. Margaret, this is Anna. Anna Margaret. She's been helping with Leo since... Ethan stopped. Since we needed help. Margaret's eyes traveled over Anna, taking in her worn jeans, her thrift store jacket, her 2 clean boots that didn't match the rest of her. Anna saw the moment Margaret understood. The moment judgment flickered across her face. Pleasure, Margaret said. Her tone said otherwise. Come on. Leo tugged Anna's hand. The pictures are upstairs. Anna let herself be pulled up a wide staircase, down a hallway lined with photos. Ethan and a beautiful woman with dark hair. The woman holding baby Leo. The 3 of them at the beach. At Christmas. At a birthday party. Leo's mother. The wife Ethan had lost. Anna looked away. Felt like an intruder. Like she was stepping into a life that wasn't hers and never would be. Ethan's bedroom was massive. King-sized bed. Windows overlooking a garden. A small race car bed had been set up in the corner. Leo's temporary space. Look. Leo ran to a dresser covered in papers. He grabbed a stack and brought them to Anna. This is you. The first drawing showed a stick figure with long hair and a cape. Next to it, a smaller stick figure holding the bigger one's hand. Both were smiling. At the bottom, in wobbly letters, My Angel Anna. That's me and you, Leo explained. After you saved me. See? You have a cape because you're a superhero. Anna's vision blurred. She blinked hard. This one's us eating ice cream. Leo showed her another picture. And this one's us at the park. And this one's us reading books. I like books. Do you like books? I love books. What's your favorite? Anna thought about it. Where the Wild Things Are. Leo's face lit up. I have that one, Daddy. Can we read it? Sure, buddy. For the next hour, Anna sat on the floor of Ethan's bedroom while Leo showed her every toy he owned. Every book, every drawing. He talked constantly, barely taking breaths like he was afraid if he stopped, she'd disappear again. Ethan sat on the edge of the bed watching. Not participating. Just watching with that same unreadable expression. Finally, Margaret appeared in the doorway. "Lunch is ready." "Can Anna eat with us?" Leo asked immediately. "Please, Daddy. Please." "Of course she can." They ate in a dining room with a table that could seat 12. Margaret had made grilled cheese and tomato soup. Simple food, kid food. But it was the best thing Anna had tasted in months. She ate slowly, trying not to look desperate, trying not to show how hungry she was. Leo ate 3 bites, then abandoned his plate to tell Anna about his preschool, about his best friend Marcus, about the field trip to the fire station where he got to sit in a real fire truck. "The firefighter said I was brave," Leo said proudly. "Because I didn't cry during the fire. Well, I cried a little, but not a lot. And you were really brave. You're the bravest person ever." "I'm not that brave," Anna said quietly. "Yes, you are," Leo insisted. "You saved me. That's the bravest thing ever." After lunch, Leo wanted to play in the backyard. They kicked a soccer ball around while Ethan took a work call. Leo scored 3 goals against Anna's very weak defense. Each time he scored, he'd throw his arms up and shout, "Goal!" at the top of his lungs. Anna found herself laughing. Actually laughing. When was the last time she'd laughed? "I like when you smile," Leo said, stopping to look at her. "You should smile more." "I'll try." "Do you have a house?" The question hit Anna like a fist. "What? A house? Like this one? Do you have one?" Anna's mouth went dry. She looked toward Ethan, but he was still on his phone, too far away to rescue her. Because if you don't, you could live here." Leo's face brightened. "We have extra rooms, so many extra rooms. Daddy says we have too many rooms for just us. You could have one." "Leo, Please. Then you could be here all the time. We could play every day and read books, and you could eat dinner with us. Margaret makes really good spaghetti on Wednesdays." Anna knelt down to his level, looked into those huge, hopeful eyes. "That's really nice of you to offer," she said carefully, "but I have my own place." It wasn't technically a lie. The space under Bernie's gas station was a place, just not the kind Leo would understand. "Oh." Leo looked disappointed. "Okay, but you'll come back, right? You'll visit me." Please, you have to promise. Cross your heart promise." Anna looked at this little boy who'd drawn her 100 pictures, who'd called her his angel, who'd thrown himself into her arms like she was someone worth holding on to. "I promise," she whispered. Leo threw his arms around her neck again. "I love you, Anna." The words stabbed through her chest. Clean, sharp, devastating. "I love you too, buddy." It was the truth. Somehow impossibly she did. By the time Ethan drove her back downtown, it was almost dark. They didn't talk much. Anna pressed her forehead against the cold window and tried not to think about Leo's face when she left. The way he'd cried. The way Ethan had to hold him back from running after the car. "He really likes you," Ethan said finally. "He doesn't know me. He knows enough." Ethan pulled over 2 blocks from where he'd found her. Far enough that no one from Anna's world would see his expensive car. "Same time next week?" he asked. "I don't know if that's a good idea." "Why not?" "Because..." Anna gestured at herself. At him. At the space between them that was more than just feet and inches. "Because this isn't real. This is you feeling guilty and me being pathetic enough to accept charity. That's not what this is." "Then what is it?" Ethan turned to face her fully. "My son hasn't smiled like that since his mother died. Hasn't laughed like that. Hasn't been that happy. You did that. In one afternoon, you gave him something I've been trying to give him for 2 years. So, yeah, I want you to come back. Not for me. For him. Anna's chest ached. I'll hurt him. Eventually. People like me always hurt people like him. People like you. Broken people. Damaged people. People who don't know how to stay. You stayed in a burning building when everyone else ran away. Ethan said quietly. You're a lot of things, Anna Blair, but you're not someone who doesn't know how to stay. Anna opened the car door. Couldn't sit there anymore. Couldn't listen to him make her sound like someone she wasn't. Thank you for today, she said. Next Saturday, same time, please. Anna didn't answer. Just closed the door and walked away. But the next Saturday, when Ethan's car pulled up to the library, Anna was there, waiting. It became a routine, every Saturday. Sometimes just for a few hours, sometimes all day. Anna would play with Leo, read him stories, kick the soccer ball around, listen to his endless chatter about preschool and dinosaurs and why birds can fly but people can't. During the week, Ethan would still show up with coffee, with food, with quiet conversation that somehow made Anna feel less invisible. Week 3. Ethan brought a first aid kit. Your hands, he said, nodding to her palms. The burns were infected now. Angry red lines crawling up her wrists. They're fine. They're infected. Let me help. Anna didn't have the energy to fight. She let Ethan clean the wounds, apply antibiotic ointment, wrap them in clean gauze. His touch was gentle, clinical, but his hands shook slightly. You need a doctor, he said. Can't afford a doctor. I can. No. Anna. I said no. Her voice came out sharper than intended. I'm not your charity case. I'm not your project. I saved your kid. You said thank you. We're even. Is that what you think this is? Ethan's voice was quiet. Hurt. You think I'm doing this because I feel obligated. Aren't you? No. He finished wrapping her left hand. I'm doing this because for the first time in 2 years, I don't feel completely alone. Because when I talk to you, you listen without trying to fix me, without telling me to move on, or that time heals all wounds, or any of that bullshit people say when they don't know what else to do. Anna pulled her hands back. I should go. Wait. Ethan reached into his jacket, pulled out an envelope. I've been thinking about something. A project. And I want your opinion. My opinion on what? Open it. Anna opened the envelope. Inside were architectural drawings. Beautiful, detailed sketches of a building. Multiple floors. Open spaces. What looked like apartments on top. Community spaces below. What is this? A center, Ethan said. For single mothers and their kids. Transitional housing on the upper floors. Childcare on the ground level. Job training. Mental health services. Everything in one place. Anna stared at the drawings. Why are you showing me this? Because I want to build it. And I want to know what someone who's actually lived through this thinks. What would have helped you? What do people really need? Anna's throat tightened. She looked at the drawings again, seeing them differently now, seeing possibility, seeing hope. Privacy, she said finally. When you're in shelters, you have no privacy, nowhere to breathe, nowhere to think. Everyone's always watching, always judging. Ethan nodded, pulled out a pen, started making notes on the margins. What else? Dignity. You lose your dignity when you lose your home. People treat you like you're less than human, like you're invisible, or worse, like you're dangerous. Anna's voice cracked. The center should treat people like people, not problems to solve. What else? For the next hour, Anna talked. About what she needed when she was 19 and pregnant and terrified. About what she needs now. About the gap between services that exist and services that actually help. Ethan listened, took notes, asked questions. Never once made her feel stupid. Never once made her feel less than. "This is good," he said finally. "This is really good. Would you be willing to help me design this? I'm not an architect." "No, but you're an expert on what people need. That's more valuable than any degree." Anna handed the drawings back. I can't be part of this." "Why not?" "Because I'm homeless, Ethan. Because I sleep under a gas station and eat out of dumpsters, and I haven't had a real shower in 3 weeks. Because people like me don't design buildings. We just live in the shadows of them." "Then change that," Ethan said simply. "Help me build something that matters." Anna wanted to say yes, wanted it so badly it hurt, but she knew better, knew how this would end. "I'll think about it," she said instead. Week 5, everything changed. Anna showed up on Saturday like always. But when Ethan opened the door, his face was tight, stressed. "What's wrong?" "Come in, we need to talk." Inside, Margaret was packing Leo's backpack. Leo himself was sitting on the couch, unusually quiet. "What's going on?" Anna asked. Ethan handed her his phone. On the screen was a news article. The headline made Anna's stomach drop. "Millionaire's mystery romance Ethan Grayson spotted multiple times with homeless woman." Below it, photos. Anna and Ethan at the library. Anna getting into his car. Anna in his backyard with Leo. Some were grainy, taken from a distance, but unmistakably them. The article was cruel, speculative, suggesting everything from a secret affair to Ethan having some kind of savior complex. They called Anna his homeless lover, said she was probably using him for money, that he was taking advantage of a vulnerable woman. The comments were worse. Gold digger. She probably set the fire herself for attention. Rich men and their midlife crises. Someone call CPS. She shouldn't be around that child. Anna felt sick. Actually sick. She shoved the phone back at Ethan. "I have to go." "Anna, wait." "No. This is exactly what I knew would happen. This is why I said no. This is—" Her voice broke. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." "You have nothing to apologize for." "Leo." Margaret's voice was sharp, scared. "Get away from the window." They all turned. Leo was pressed against the front window, his face confused. Outside, 3 news vans were parked on the street. Reporters getting out, cameras, microphones. "Oh, God," Anna whispered. Someone knocked on the door, pounded really, aggressive. "Mr. Grayson, just a few questions. Is it true you're in a relationship with the woman who saved your son?" "Anna Blair. Are you in there?" Leo started crying. Not loud, just quiet tears rolling down his face. "I'm scared, Daddy." Ethan scooped him up. "It's okay, buddy. They're just reporters. They're leaving soon." "Why are they here? Why are they yelling?" Anna backed toward the kitchen, toward the back door, toward escape. "I have to go," she said again. "You can't go out there," Ethan said. "They'll tear you apart." "I can't stay here. This is my fault. I never should have—" "This is not your fault." Ethan's voice was sharp, angry, but not at her. "This is them. Vultures. They don't care about truth. They just want a story." More pounding on the door. More voices. More cameras. Margaret appeared with her coat. "I'm calling the police." "Good," Ethan said, then to Anna. "Stay here, please, just until they leave." But Anna was already moving, already running, out the back door, through the garden, over the fence, into the alley behind Ethan's house. She heard him calling her name, heard Leo screaming, "Anna! Anna, come back!" She didn't stop, couldn't stop. 2 blocks away, Anna collapsed in a doorway, pulled her knees to her chest, made herself small again. This was why she didn't get close to people. This was why she stayed invisible, because the world didn't let people like her have good things, didn't let them be happy, didn't let them matter. Her phone buzzed. The cheap flip phone she'd gotten from the shelter. Ethan's number. She turned it off. For 3 days, Anna hid. Not her usual spots. New places. Places no one would think to look. She watched the news coverage on store TVs. Watched herself become a story. A scandal. A joke. Portland's homeless hero, now homeless homewrecker. Grayson family, under scrutiny, after mystery romance. Child Services investigating Ethan Grayson's home environment. That last one made Anna want to vomit. They were investigating Leo's home. Because of her. Because she'd been stupid enough to think she could be part of something good. Day 4. Marie found her. "Girl, you need to stop running." "I'm not running. I'm surviving." "You're hiding. There's a difference." Marie sat down next to her under the bridge. "That man's been looking for you. The rich one. He's got half the city searching. He needs to stop. He's got something for you. A message. Made me promise to deliver it if I found you." Marie handed Anna a folded piece of paper. Anna almost didn't take it, almost threw it away without reading, but she couldn't. The note was written in Ethan's neat handwriting. "Anna, please come back. Not for me, for Leo. He won't stop asking about you, won't stop crying. He thinks you're gone forever like his mom. He thinks he did something wrong. Please, just once more, let him see you're okay. Then if you want to disappear, I won't stop you. I promise. Just give him closure. He's 3 years old and he's already lost too many people. Don't be another one. Please. Ethan." Below that, in wobbly crayon letters, "Anna, I love you. Please come back. Love, Leo." Anna read it 3 times, 4, 5, until the words blurred, until she couldn't breathe. "Shit," she whispered. "Yeah," Marie agreed. "Shit." That night, Anna turned her phone back on. 17 missed calls from Ethan, 23 texts. She didn't read them, just sent one message. "Tomorrow, 3 p.m. The library. Just Leo. No cameras. No reporters. 10 minutes. That's all I can do." The response came immediately. "Thank you. I'll make sure it's safe. I promise." Anna spent the next day terrified, watching every person who walked by, every car that slowed down, every phone that pointed her direction. At 2:55, Ethan's car pulled up. But not his usual car. An older sedan. Borrowed maybe? Less obvious. Ethan got out. Opened the back door. Leo jumped out wearing a baseball cap pulled low. Sunglasses too big for his face. "Disguise," Ethan said quietly, "so no one recognizes him." Leo saw Anna, ripped off the sunglasses, started running. "Anna?" She caught him, held him tight. He was crying, shaking. "I thought you died." Leo sobbed into her shoulder. "I thought you died like Mommy died, and I never got to say goodbye, and I was so scared, and I missed you so much, and—" "I'm here," Anna whispered. "I'm here, buddy. I'm okay. Promise. Promise you're okay. I promise." Leo pulled back. His face was wet, snotty, beautiful. "Why did you leave?" Anna looked at Ethan. He nodded, giving her permission to tell the truth. "Because sometimes," Anna said carefully, "grown-ups make things complicated. And I didn't want to make things complicated for you and your dad. But I don't care about complicated." Leo's voice was fierce, desperate. "I just care about you. I love you." Anna's heart cracked clean through. "I love you too." "Then stay. Please, just stay." "I can't, buddy." "Why not?" "How do you explain to a 3-year-old about class differences and judgment and the way the world treats people who don't fit into neat categories? How do you explain that his angel is just a broken woman who sleeps on the streets? You don't. You lie." "Because I have to go help other people," Anna said. "Just like I helped you." Leo thought about that. "Like a superhero." "Kind of like that." "Okay." He seemed to accept this. But you'll come back sometimes to visit. Anna looked at Ethan again. He looked wrecked, exhausted, like he hadn't slept in days. I don't know, Anna said honestly. Please. Leo's lip trembled. Please, Anna, I'll be so good. I'll clean my room. I'll eat all my vegetables. It's not about you being good, Anna said quickly. You're perfect. You're the best kid in the whole world. Then why won't you come back? Because the world is cruel. Because I don't belong in your world. Because loving you will only hurt us both. Because I'm scared, Anna said instead. The truth, the real truth. I'm really, really scared. Leo put his small hands on either side of her face, looked at her with those huge, serious eyes. Don't be scared, he said. I'll protect you. Like you protected me. Okay. Anna couldn't speak, could only nod. They sat together for 8 more minutes, not talking much, just being. Leo held her hand, told her about preschool, about the new dinosaur book Margaret bought him, about how he was learning to tie his shoes, normal things, simple things, things that felt like a whole different universe. When Ethan said it was time to go, Leo hugged Anna so tight she thought her ribs might crack. I'm going to draw you more pictures, he whispered. So many pictures. And when you come back, I'll show you all of them. Okay. Okay. Promise. Anna looked into his hopeful face. Knew she should say no. Knew she should end this cleanly. But she couldn't. I promise. Leo kissed her cheek. Then let Ethan lead him back to the car. He waved from the window until they turned the corner and disappeared. Anna sat on the library steps until it got dark, until the cold seeped into her bones, until she couldn't feel anything anymore. Her phone buzzed. A text from Ethan. Thank you. For today. For him. For everything. Anna stared at the message for a long time. Then typed back. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. Tell Leo I love him. Tell him his angel had to go save other people. Make him believe it. Please. She waited for Ethan to argue, to call, to tell her she was wrong. Instead, 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Finally, one word, okay. That should have been it. That should have been the end. Anna Blair disappearing back into invisibility. Ethan Grayson moving on with his perfect life. Leo eventually forgetting the homeless woman who saved him. That should have been the story. But 2 weeks later, Anna's phone rang at midnight. Unknown number. She almost didn't answer. Hello? Anna. Ethan's voice, shaking, terrified. I need your help, please. It's Leo. Anna's heart stopped. What happened? He won't stop crying, won't eat, won't sleep. Margaret says he's been asking for you every day. Today he tried to run away, said he was going to find his angel. Ethan's voice broke. Anna, he's 3 years old and he tried to leave the house by himself to find you. I don't know what to do. Where is he now? In my bed, finally asleep. But he cried for 2 hours straight. He's exhausted. I'm exhausted. Ethan stopped. I know I said I'd leave you alone. I know I promised. But I don't know what else to do. He needs you. Anna closed her eyes. She was under the Morrison Bridge. Cold, hungry, alone, like always. But somewhere across the city, a little boy was crying himself to sleep. Because of her. Because she'd let him love her, and then disappeared. I'll be there in an hour. Thank you. God, Anna. Thank you. Anna hung up. Started walking. It was 3 miles to Ethan's house. She'd walked further on less sleep. The streets were empty at midnight. Just Anna and the occasional car. A few other homeless people huddled in doorways. One of them called out to her. Anna. Where you going? Someone needs me. Must be nice, being needed. Yeah, it was. And it was terrible. Both things at once. Anna's feet hurt by the time she reached Ethan's neighborhood. Her new boots were good, but 3 miles was 3 miles. Her legs ached. Her lungs burned from the cold air. Ethan was waiting on the porch. He looked worse than he sounded on the phone. Hair messy, eyes red, still wearing work clothes like he'd never made it to bed. "He's upstairs," Ethan said quietly. "Asleep finally. But if he wakes up and you're here—" "I know." They went inside. The house was dark except for a light in the kitchen. Margaret was gone. Just Ethan and Leo and the ghost of his dead wife in all those photos. "Do you want coffee?" Ethan asked. "No, I want to see him." They climbed the stairs. Ethan opened his bedroom door carefully, quietly. Leo was sprawled across the middle of the bed, face blotchy from crying, one arm clutching his blue blanket, the same one he'd been holding during the fire. Anna's chest ached looking at him. "He asked me today if you were dead," Ethan whispered. "If that's why you weren't coming back. I didn't know what to tell him." The truth. Which is what? That you're alive, but you're staying away because the world is cruel, and people are judgmental, and you're trying to protect him. Ethan's voice was sharp, angry. "He's 3, Anna. He doesn't understand protection. He just understands absence." "I know." "Then why did you leave?" "You know why. Because of some tabloid articles, because of some reporters, because child services showed up at your house." Anna turned to face him, kept her voice low so she wouldn't wake Leo. "Because they investigated you because of me. Because I'm homeless and broken, and people like me don't belong around kids like him." "That's not true." "Isn't it?" "What did child services say? What did they ask you?" Ethan looked away. "They asked if you were living here. If Leo was being exposed to drugs or alcohol. If I was paying you for—" He stopped, couldn't finish. "For sex," Anna finished for him. "They asked if you were paying me for sex." "Yes." Anna laughed. Bitter. Harsh. Had to cover her mouth to keep it quiet. "See, that's what the world thinks. That's all they can imagine. Rich man and homeless woman. Must be transactional. Must be dirty." I told them the truth. That you saved Leo's life. That you're his friend. That there's nothing inappropriate happening. And they believed you. Eventually, after interviewing Margaret, after checking my background, after making me feel like a criminal in my own home. Ethan's hands clenched into fists. But yeah, eventually they believed me. Case closed, file sealed. We're fine. Until next time. Until someone else calls. Until another article runs. Until— "Stop." Ethan grabbed her shoulders, gentle but firm. "Stop running. Stop assuming the worst. Stop punishing yourself for existing." "I'm not—" "You are. You've been punishing yourself since you were 19 years old. Since your boyfriend left. Since you lost your baby. Since your father told you that you were worthless. You've been carrying that around like it's true. Like you deserve to suffer." Anna pulled away from him. "You don't know anything about me. I know you ran into a burning building without hesitation. I know you held my son and promised him everything would be okay. I know you come back every time even though you're terrified. That's not someone who's worthless. That's someone who's brave. Brave people don't sleep under bridges. Yes, they do. Every night. You think it doesn't take courage to survive what you've survived? You think it's easy to keep going when the world treats you like garbage?" Ethan's voice was fierce, passionate. "You're one of the bravest people I've ever met. And I'm tired of watching you pretend you're not." Anna wanted to argue, wanted to list all the ways he was wrong, all the ways she'd failed, all the reasons she didn't deserve this. But she was so tired of running, so tired of being alone, so tired of making herself small. "I don't know how to do this," she whispered. "I don't know how to be the person he thinks I am." "You already are that person. You just don't believe it yet." A sound from the bed, small, sleepy. Anna. They both turned. Leo was sitting up, rubbing his eyes, looking confused. "Anna, is that really you?" Anna moved to the bed without thinking, knelt down next to it. "Yeah, buddy, it's really me." Leo reached out, touched her face like he needed to make sure she was real. His fingers were warm, soft. "You came back," he whispered. "I came back. Are you going to leave again?" Anna looked at Ethan. He was watching them. Something in his expression that looked like hope, like belief. "Not tonight," Anna said carefully. "What about tomorrow?" "Let's just worry about tonight, okay?" Leo nodded, scooted over in the bed, patted the space next to him. "Will you sleep here so I know you're real when I wake up?" Anna hesitated, looked at Ethan again. He nodded. "Okay," Anna said. "I'll stay." She climbed into bed next to Leo. He immediately curled into her side, small and warm and trusting. Within minutes, he was asleep again. This time without tears. This time peaceful. Anna lay there staring at the ceiling, feeling Leo's heartbeat against her ribs, feeling Ethan's eyes on her from across the room. "Thank you," Ethan said quietly. Don't thank me. I'm just here." "That's enough." Ethan left the room, came back 10 minutes later with blankets and a pillow. He made a bed for himself on the floor next to his own bed, lay down, closed his eyes. Anna watched him. This man who'd lost his wife, who was raising a son alone, who kept showing up with coffee and kindness even when she pushed him away. "Ethan." "Yeah. Why do you care?" "Really, not the nice answer, the real answer." Ethan was quiet for a long time. Anna thought maybe he'd fallen asleep. Then he spoke, soft, honest. "Because when my wife was dying, I had to watch her disappear. A little bit every day. Her body, her energy, her hope. And I couldn't stop it. Couldn't fix it. Couldn't save her." His voice cracked. "But I saved you. Or maybe you saved me. I don't know anymore. All I know is that when I'm with you, I don't feel like I'm drowning. And I haven't felt that way in 2 years. So yeah, I care. Because you remind me that surviving is possible. That there's life after loss. That maybe I'm not as broken as I thought." Anna felt tears sliding down her face. Silent. Hot. "I'm not the person who can fix you," she whispered. "I don't need fixing. I just need—" Ethan stopped. "I just need someone who understands that being broken doesn't mean being worthless." Anna couldn't speak, could only cry quietly in the dark. Leo slept on, oblivious, safe. Eventually, exhaustion pulled Anna under. She slept, really slept, for the first time in months. No hypervigilance, no waking every 20 minutes, just deep, dreamless sleep. She woke to sunlight and the smell of bacon. Leo was gone from the bed. Voices drifted up from downstairs. Laughter. The sound of normal life happening. Anna sat up. Her body ached less than usual. The bed was soft, clean. Her clothes were rumpled but dry. No rain, no cold, no fear. This wasn't her life. This was someone else's life. Someone who deserved warmth and safety, and a little boy who laughed. She should leave. Should go back to her world before she got too comfortable. Before she forgot who she really was. But her feet carried her downstairs instead. In the kitchen, Ethan was making pancakes. Leo was sitting at the counter in his dinosaur pajamas, talking non-stop about the dream he had. Something about robots and ice cream. "Anna!" Leo spotted her, jumped down from his stool, ran to her. "You're still here. Daddy said you might disappear in the night like a dream, but you didn't. You're real." "I'm real," Anna confirmed. "Are you hungry? Daddy's making pancakes, the kind with chocolate chips." "Do you like chocolate chips?" "I love chocolate chips. They're the best thing ever except for you. You're the best thing ever." Anna's throat tightened. I like chocolate chips. Come sit. You have to sit next to me. Ethan looked over from the stove. He looked better, rested. His hair was still messy, but his eyes were clearer. Morning, he said. Morning. They ate breakfast together, chocolate chip pancakes and bacon and orange juice. Leo talked the entire time. About preschool. About his friend Marcus who could do a backflip. About the turtle he saw at the park. About everything and nothing. Normal conversation. Normal life. Anna sat there feeling like an imposter at someone else's table. After breakfast, Leo wanted to show Anna his new art project. He dragged her to the living room. Spread out 20 drawings on the floor. This is you, he explained, pointing to a stick figure with long hair. And this is me. And this is Daddy. And we're all at the beach. Have you ever been to the beach? I've been 3 times. It's so fun. The water is cold but fun. We should all go to the beach together. Maybe, Anna said carefully. Not maybe. Yes, we have to. Leo grabbed her hand. Please, Anna. Please, can we go to the beach? All 3 of us. Anna looked at Ethan. He was leaning against the doorway, watching, listening. We'll see, Ethan said. The beach is far away, and it's winter. The water's really cold right now. But in the summer, we can go in the summer. Promise. Leo. Ethan started. I'll be here in the summer. Anna heard herself say. If you still want me to be, I'll be here. Leo's face lit up like the sun. Yes. Yes, I want you here forever. Forever. Such an impossible word. Such a dangerous promise. But looking at Leo's face, Anna wanted to believe it. Wanted to believe that forever was possible for people like her. The morning stretched into afternoon. Leo wanted to play in the backyard. They kicked the soccer ball, built a fort out of blankets, read 5 books back to back. Normal things, family things. Around 3, Margaret arrived. She took one look at Anna, and her face went tight. Mr. Grayson, a word. Ethan and Margaret disappeared into the kitchen. Anna couldn't hear what they were saying, but she heard the tone. Disapproval, warning, concern. 5 minutes later, Ethan came back alone. His jaw was tight. Margaret thinks this is a bad idea, he said quietly. So Leo wouldn't hear. Having you here. She thinks it's confusing for Leo, that he'll get attached and then, she's right. No, she's not. Ethan. She doesn't understand. She thinks this is, I don't know, some kind of charity project, some rich guy fantasy. She doesn't get it. What is there to get? She's right. This is confusing. For Leo, and for me, and probably for you too. Ethan ran his hands through his hair. Okay, fine, yes. It's confusing. But that doesn't make it wrong. Doesn't it? No? Ethan stepped closer, lowered his voice even more. Anna, I'm going to ask you something. And I need you to really think about the answer. Don't give me the answer you think you should give. Give me the truth. Okay. Do you want to be here? Not for Leo. Not for me. For you. Do you want this? Anna's instinct was to say no, to protect herself, to run before she got hurt. But that wasn't the truth. The truth was that for the first time in 6 years, she'd slept through the night. The truth was that Leo's laughter made something in her chest feel less heavy. The truth was that sitting in Ethan's kitchen eating pancakes felt more like home than anywhere she'd been since she was a child. Yes, Anna whispered. I want this. But wanting it doesn't make it possible. Why not? Because I'm homeless, Ethan. Because I have nothing. Because... Then stay here. Anna blinked. What? Stay here. In the house. We have 4 bedrooms. You could have 1. Help with Leo. Help me with the center project. Stop sleeping under bridges and start... He stopped, swallowed. Start living instead of just surviving. You can't be serious. I'm completely serious. Ethan, people are already talking, already making assumptions. If I move in here, Let them talk. I don't care anymore. You should care. Leo should care. Child Services could. Child Services cleared us. The case is closed. And if anyone has a problem with it, they can talk to my lawyer. Ethan's voice was fierce, determined. I'm done letting other people dictate how I live my life. I'm done pretending to be okay when I'm not. I'm done. His voice broke. I'm done being alone in this house with my dead wife's ghost and a son who needs more than I can give him by myself. Anna's chest ached. I'm not a replacement for her. I know that. This isn't about replacing anyone. This is about... Ethan struggled for words. This is about building something new, something good, something that helps all three of us, instead of keeping us all isolated and miserable. I don't know how to live in a house, Anna said. I don't know how to be part of a family. I'll mess it up. So you'll mess it up. So will I. So will Leo. That's what families do. They mess up and they figure it out and they keep going. We're not a family. Then what are we? Anna didn't have an answer. Couldn't name what this was. This strange connection between a homeless woman and a widowed millionaire and a 3-year-old boy who thought she was an angel. I need time to think, she said finally. Okay, take all the time you need. But while you're thinking, stay. Just for a few days. See how it feels. If you hate it, you can leave. No pressure, no obligations. Just try. For Leo. For yourself. Anna wanted to say no, wanted to run, wanted to protect herself from the inevitable hurt. But she was so tired of running, so tired of sleeping in the cold, so tired of being invisible. Okay, she whispered. A few days. That's all. Ethan's face broke into a smile. First real smile she'd seen from him. Okay. A few days. He showed her to a bedroom on the 2nd floor. It was bigger than any place Anna had ever lived. Queen-sized bed, windows overlooking the garden, a connected bathroom with a shower that had 6 different settings. There's towels in the closet, Ethan said. Soap and shampoo under the sink. If you need clothes. I don't need charity. It's not charity, it's... He stopped. Margaret can take you shopping tomorrow. On me, not charity. Payment. For helping with Leo and the center project. Consider it a job. I haven't agreed to help with the center. But you will. Because it matters. Because you want to. Because... Daddy Anna, come play. Leo's voice from downstairs. Ethan smiled. Because he needs you. And maybe you need him too. After Ethan left, Anna stood in the middle of the bedroom. Just stood there, looking at the bed, the clean floors, the walls that weren't concrete or cardboard. She walked to the bathroom, turned on the shower. Water came out hot and strong. No waiting, no tokens, just water. Anna stripped off her clothes, the same clothes she'd been wearing for 3 weeks, stepped into the shower. The hot water hit her skin, and something inside her broke. She slid down the wall, sat on the shower floor, cried. Big ugly sobs that she'd been holding in for 6 years. She cried for the girl she used to be, for the baby she'd lost, for every night she'd spent cold and scared and alone, for every time someone looked through her like she didn't exist, for every moment she'd wanted to give up but kept going anyway. She cried until there was nothing left, until the water ran cold, until her body was empty. Then she stood up, washed her hair, scrubbed her skin, watched 6 years of street life circle the drain. When she got out, she looked at herself in the mirror. Really looked. Her face was gaunt, cheeks hollow, dark circles under her eyes, scars on her shoulder from the fire, burns on her hands that were healing wrong. But she was alive, still here. Someone knocked on the bedroom door. Anna? Ethan's voice. I left some clothes outside the door. Margaret's daughter's old things. Should fit. If they don't, we'll get you something else." "Thank you," Anna called back. She opened the door after he left. Found a pile of clothes. Jeans, sweaters, a warm coat. Underwear still in the package. Socks. Anna put them on. Everything fit perfectly. Everything felt strange. Foreign. Like wearing someone else's life. She went downstairs. Leo was in the living room playing with toy cars. "Anna." He looked up, stared. "You look different." "Is that bad?" "No, you look pretty. You always look pretty, but now you look—" He struggled for the word. "Clean pretty." Anna laughed. Couldn't help it. "Clean pretty, I'll take it. Come play cars with me." They played cars until dinner. Margaret made spaghetti. She still didn't smile at Anna, but she set a place for her at the table. That felt like progress. After dinner, Leo needed a bath. Anna helped. He was covered in spaghetti sauce and managed to get more water on the floor than on himself. "You're funny," Leo said, splashing. "You're funny," Anna shot back. "We're both funny," after the bath pajamas. Teeth brushing. Story time. Leo picked 5 books, insisted Anna read all of them. "You do the voices better than Daddy," Leo said seriously. "Hey!" Ethan protested from the doorway. "It's true, Anna does the dinosaur voice really good." Anna read all 5 books, did the voices, made Leo laugh, felt something in her chest that felt almost like happiness. When Leo was finally asleep, Anna walked downstairs, found Ethan in his office. Architectural drawings spread across his desk, plans for buildings, for the center. "He asleep?" Ethan asked. Finally. After 4 encores and 2 glasses of water and 1 bathroom trip that was definitely a stalling tactic. Ethan smiled. "Sounds like Leo." Anna walked to the desk, looked at the drawings. "Is this it, the center?" "Yeah, still in early stages, still figuring out the details." Anna studied the plans, saw spaces for apartments, for childcare, for job training, for counseling. Everything she'd talked about, everything she'd said people needed. "You actually listened," she said quietly. "Of course I listened." "No one ever listens. People ask, but they don't actually listen. They just wait for you to stop talking so they can tell you what you need. But you actually heard me." Ethan looked at her. "Because you know what people need. You've lived it. That makes you more valuable than any consultant or expert or—" "Stop." "Stop what?" "Stop making me sound important. I'm not." "Yes, you are." Ethan stood up, walked around the desk. "You are important. Your life matters. Your experience matters. Your voice matters. And I'm going to keep saying it until you believe it." Anna's eyes burned. "Why?" "Because someone should have been saying it to you your whole life. And since they didn't, I will." They stood there. Too close. Not close enough. Something in the air between them that felt dangerous. Felt right. Ethan stepped back, cleared his throat. "You should get some sleep. It's been a long day." "Yeah, okay." Anna went upstairs, to the bedroom that wasn't hers, but was for now. Climbed into bed. Real bed. Clean sheets. Soft pillow. She lay there staring at the ceiling, waiting to feel wrong. Waiting to feel like an imposter. Instead, she just felt tired. Peacefully tired. The kind of tired that comes from a full day of living instead of surviving. Her eyes closed. Sleep pulled her under. Deep and dreamless and safe. For the first time in 6 years, Anna Blair slept in a home. The next morning started the same way. Breakfast with Leo. Pancakes again because Leo insisted. Playing in the backyard, reading books. Normal routines, normal life. Margaret took Anna shopping in the afternoon. Didn't talk much, just drove to a department store and handed Anna a credit card. "Mr. Grayson said to get whatever you need, within reason." "I don't need much." "Get it anyway. You'll stay longer if you're comfortable." Anna picked out basic things. More jeans, more sweaters, practical clothes. Margaret added a dress without asking. "You'll need it eventually," was all she said. That night, Ethan brought Anna into his office again. Spread out new drawings. Asked her opinion on everything. Window placement, room sizes, colors, details Anna would have never thought mattered. "What about the entrance?" Ethan asked. "Should it feel institutional or residential?" "Residential, definitely. People living there don't want to feel like they're in a facility. They want to feel like they're home." Ethan made notes. "What else?" "Gardens, outside space where kids can play, where people can grow food maybe. Something that's theirs, something they can take care of." "That's good, really good." Ethan sketched quickly. "What about inside the apartments? What makes them feel like home instead of just temporary housing?" Anna thought about every place she'd stayed, every shelter, every transitional program. What made the difference between existing and living? "Control," she said finally. "Let people control their own space, their own schedules. Let them cook their own food instead of eating cafeteria meals. Let them decorate. Let them—" She stopped. "Let them feel human again." Ethan looked at her. Something in his eyes that looked like understanding, like respect. "Will you co-design this with me officially? Not just giving opinions, actually working on it, as a partner. I'm not an architect, but you're an expert on what matters. That's more valuable. Please, Anna, this project needs your voice. These people need someone who understands them, who's been there." Anna wanted to say no, wanted to say she wasn't qualified, wasn't educated, wasn't enough. But she thought about all the shelters she'd stayed in, all the programs that almost helped but didn't quite get it right, all the people who designed services for the homeless without ever asking the homeless what they actually needed. "Okay," Anna said. "I'll help." Ethan's face broke into a huge smile. "Really? Really? But I have conditions." "Name them." "I want to talk to people. Other homeless people. Single mothers. People coming out of bad situations. I want their input too, not just mine." "Done. What else?" "I want this to actually work, not just look good on paper. I want it to actually help people change their lives." "That's the goal. Anything else?" Anna hesitated, then said what she'd been thinking since the first time Ethan showed her the drawings. "I want it to be called something that means something, not some generic name. Something that gives people hope." "Like what?" Anna thought about Leo, about his drawings, about the way he'd called her his angel, about the way he'd made her believe just for a moment that she could be someone worth believing in. "Little lights," she said quietly, "because people aren't lost causes or broken projects. They're just lights that got dimmed, and they need someone to help them shine again." Ethan stared at her. His eyes went wet. He blinked hard. "Little lights," he repeated. "That's perfect. That's Anna, that's perfect." They worked until midnight, drawing, planning, discussing. Anna forgot to be scared, forgot to feel like she didn't belong, just focused on the work, on making something that mattered. When they finally stopped, Ethan walked her upstairs. "Thank you," he said at her bedroom door. "For staying, for helping, for—" He stopped. "For being here. You keep thanking me. You don't have to." "I want to. You've given us more than you know." They stood there in the hallway, close enough to touch, not touching. "Good night, Anna." "Good night, Ethan." Anna went to bed. Lay there thinking about architectural drawings and gardens and a little boy who called her his angel, thinking about how 3 weeks ago she was sleeping under a bridge. And now she was here, in a home, building something, mattering. It felt impossible. It felt dangerous. It felt like something that could shatter any moment. But it also felt real. For the first time in years, her life felt real. Anna closed her eyes. Let sleep take her. Dreamed of buildings full of light, of mothers and children who were safe, of a little boy with a blue blanket who believed in angels. She didn't know that 4 blocks away that woman from the library was posting more photos online. Photos of Anna getting into Ethan's car, going into his house, not leaving. Update: the homeless hero has officially moved in with millionaire Ethan Grayson, living her best life while the rest of us work for a living. Must be nice. The post got 200 shares by morning. By afternoon, it would have 10,000. By evening, the reporters would be back. The cameras, the questions, the judgment. But right now, Anna slept. Peaceful, unaware, safe. For now. Anna woke to shouting. Not Leo's happy morning chatter. Not Ethan making breakfast. Actual shouting. Angry voices outside the house. She went to the window, pulled back the curtain. News vans. At least 6 of them. Reporters crowding the driveway. Cameras pointed at the house like weapons. Oh God! Anna's door flew open. Ethan stood there, hair wild, still in pajamas. Don't go outside. Don't look out the windows. Don't. Too late. I already saw. I'm calling the police. They're trespassing. They can't. A crash from downstairs. Glass breaking. Leo screaming. They both ran. Took the stairs 2 at a time. Found Leo in the living room crying. A rock on the floor surrounded by broken glass. Someone had thrown it through the window. Margaret was pulling Leo away from the glass, her face pale. They threw a rock, Leo sobbed. Why did they throw a rock at our house? Ethan picked him up. It's okay, buddy. It was an accident. It's okay. It wasn't an accident. I saw them. They threw it on purpose. Anna looked out the broken window. The reporters were still there. Some looked shocked. Some looked guilty. One was filming everything. Her stomach turned. This was her fault. All of it. I should leave, Anna said. No. Ethan's voice was sharp. Final. You're not leaving. They don't get to win. Ethan, they threw a rock at your house, with Leo inside. This isn't about winning or losing. This is about keeping him safe. He is safe. We're calling the police. They'll clear them out. And then what? They'll be back tomorrow. Or the day after. Or... The doorbell rang. Then pounding. Someone calling through the door. Mr. Grayson. Just a few questions. Is Anna Blair living here? Are you 2 in a relationship? What about Leo's welfare? Leo pressed his hands over his ears. Make them stop, Daddy. Make them stop. Ethan's face went hard. He handed Leo to Margaret. Take him upstairs. Put on a movie. Loud. Margaret carried Leo away. His sobs echoed through the house. Ethan turned to Anna. I'm ending this. Right now. How? By giving them what they want. A statement. On camera. The truth. That's a terrible idea. You have a better one. Anna didn't. She wanted to run, wanted to disappear. But she'd already tried that. It hadn't worked. Ethan walked to the front door. Anna grabbed his arm. Wait, if you're doing this, I'm doing it with you. You don't have to. Yes, I do. This is about me. Let me speak for myself. They looked at each other. Something passed between them. Understanding. Agreement. Trust. Okay, Ethan said. Together. They opened the door, stepped onto the porch. The reporters surged forward, questions flying like bullets. Ethan held up his hand. I'll make one statement, then you leave, all of you, or I'm pressing charges for trespassing and assault. The reporters quieted. Cameras focused. Anna felt like she might throw up. Ethan's voice was steady, strong. Anna Blair saved my son's life. She ran into a burning building when everyone else just watched. She risked everything for a child she didn't know. That makes her a hero. Not a story. Not a scandal. A hero. Is she living here? Someone shouted. Yes, she's staying here while she helps me with a community project. She's consulting on a center we're building for single mothers and their children. Her experience and expertise are invaluable. Are you 2 romantically involved? Anna felt Ethan tense beside her. She spoke before he could. No, we're not. Ethan's been kind to me. He's offered me work and a safe place to stay while I get back on my feet. That's it. There's no scandal here, just people trying to do good and getting punished for it. But you're homeless. I was homeless, Anna said. Her voice shook, but she kept going. I was homeless because I made mistakes, because I had bad luck, because I lost people. Because life is hard and sometimes you fall and no one helps you up. But Ethan helped me up. Not because he wanted something, not because he's trying to save me, but because he's a good person who saw someone struggling and decided to help. We need more of that in this world, not less. What about Leo? Is it appropriate for a homeless woman to be around? Stop. Ethan's voice was ice. You want to talk about appropriate? How about throwing a rock through my window with my 3-year-old son inside? How about harassing a family at 7 in the morning? How about stalking a woman who's done nothing wrong except survive? He stepped forward. Anna is good for Leo. She's kind. She's patient. She makes him laugh. She gives him hope. That's more than any of you are doing. Now get off my property before I have you arrested. The reporters started shouting again. More questions. More accusations. Ethan took Anna's hand, pulled her back inside, slammed the door, locked it. They stood in the foyer, hearts pounding, hands shaking. That was either really brave or really stupid, Anna said. Probably both. A car door slammed outside, engines starting. The reporters were leaving. Finally, Ethan pulled out his phone, started texting. What are you doing? Calling my lawyer and my publicist and anyone else who can make this go away. It won't go away, you know that. Maybe not, but I can control the narrative. I can... His phone rang. He looked at the screen. His face went pale. Who is it? My mother. Ethan answered. Put it on speaker. Ethan James Grayson, what the hell is going on? The voice was sharp, cultured, angry. Hello, Mother. Don't hello, Mother me. I just saw you on the news. With some homeless woman, holding her hand, defending her. Have you lost your mind? Her name is Anna. She saved Leo's life. I know who she is. Everyone knows who she is. The question is why she's living in your house, with my grandson. Because she's helping me with a project. Because she needed a place to stay. Because you're lonely and making terrible decisions. Ethan? I understand you're grieving. I understand Sarah's death was hard, but this is not the answer. This woman is not the answer. Anna's chest tightened. She tried to walk away. Give them privacy. Ethan grabbed her hand, held her there. This woman has a name, Ethan said coldly. And she's standing right here. Silence on the other end. Then, you put me on speaker with her listening. Yes. Ethan. No, Mother. You don't get to do this. You don't get to judge Anna. You don't know her. You don't know what she's been through. You don't... I know she's homeless. I know she has no education, no prospects, no... She has more integrity than most people with Harvard degrees. She has more courage than anyone I've ever met. And Leo loves her. That's what matters. Leo is 3 years old. He doesn't know what's good for him. That's your job. And right now you're failing. Ethan's jaw clenched. I'm done with this conversation. I'm coming to Portland. Tomorrow. We're going to discuss this in person. Don't bother. I won't change my mind. We'll see about that. She hung up. The silence afterward was deafening. Anna pulled her hand from Ethan's. She's right. She's not. She is. I have no education, no prospects. I'm bad for Leo. I'm bad for you. Stop. Ethan grabbed her shoulders. Stop letting other people define your worth. My mother is a snob. She's been a snob my entire life. Sarah hated her. Leo barely knows her. Her opinion doesn't matter. It matters to you. No, it doesn't. Not anymore. Ethan's eyes were fierce. I spent my whole life trying to please her, trying to be successful enough, rich enough, perfect enough, and it was never enough. Sarah taught me that. She taught me that the only opinions that matter are the ones from people who actually know you, who actually care. And my mother doesn't care. She just cares about appearances. Anna wanted to believe him, wanted to believe that this could work, that she could stay, that she deserved to. But a lifetime of being told she was worthless was hard to shake. Upstairs, Leo called out, "Daddy, Anna, are the bad people gone?" Ethan let go of Anna. "Yeah, buddy, they're gone." They went upstairs, found Leo in Ethan's bed clutching his blue blanket. Movie playing on the TV, but he wasn't watching, just staring at nothing. "Are they coming back?" Leo asked. "No." Ethan lied. "They're not coming back." "Promise." "I promise." Leo looked at Anna. "Are you leaving?" "Please don't leave. Please. I'll be so good. I'll be the best. Leo, stop. Anna sat on the bed next to him. "You are good. This isn't about you. This is about grown-up stuff that's complicated, and I don't care about complicated, I just want you to stay." Anna looked at Ethan. He looked back. Both of them lost. Both of them trying to protect this little boy who'd already lost so much. "I'm not leaving today," Anna said carefully. "Okay, I'm staying today." "What about tomorrow?" "Let's just worry about today." Leo seemed to accept this. He cuddled into Anna's side. She held him, felt his heartbeat, felt the weight of his trust. They spent the day inside, doors locked, curtains closed, playing games, reading books, pretending everything was normal. Margaret came and went. Didn't say much. Just cleaned up the broken glass. Made lunch. Watched Anna with careful eyes. Around 3, Ethan's phone rang again. His lawyer. "The story's spreading," the lawyer said. Ethan had it on speaker in his office. Anna was there, listening. "Social media's exploding. Half the people think you're a saint. Half think you're an idiot. A few think Anna's a con artist." "Can we sue?" Ethan asked. "For what?" "Everything they're saying is technically true or opinion. You can't sue someone for having an opinion." "They threw a rock through my window." "Press charges. Police will investigate. But that's separate from the media circus. So we just live with this, with reporters camping outside my house, with Leo being terrified." "Give it time. It'll die down. Something else will happen. Some other scandal. The news cycle moves fast." "How much time?" "Week. Maybe 2. Ethan hung up. Looked at Anna. 2 weeks. We can handle 2 weeks. Can we? We have to. But that night, things got worse. Anna was in her room when she heard her phone buzzing. The cheap flip phone. She'd barely used it since moving in. Barely remembered she had it. 3 missed calls, all from Marie. Anna called back. "Girl, where are you?" Marie's voice was urgent, scared. "I'm at Ethan's." "Why? What's wrong?" "People are looking for you, down here, at the shelters, at the camps. They're offering money for information, for stories about you." Anna's stomach dropped. "What kind of stories?" "Any stories. They want dirt, want to know if you used drugs, if you stole, if you prostituted. Anything they can use to make you look bad." I know, but some people down here, they'll make stuff up for $50, and these reporters are offering a lot more than 50. Oh God. Listen, I told everyone to keep their mouths shut, but I can't control everyone. You need to be ready. They're going to find something, even if they have to invent it. Anna hung up, sat on the bed, head in her hands. This was it. This was the end. Even if she'd never done anything terrible, it wouldn't matter. Someone would say she did. Someone would lie. And people would believe it because people always believe the worst. She should leave. Should disappear before it got worse. Before Leo got hurt, before Ethan's reputation was destroyed. Anna stood up, started packing. The few things she owned, the clothes Margaret bought her, everything fit in one bag. She was almost done when Ethan knocked. "Anna, you okay?" She opened the door. He saw the bag. His face fell. "Don't. I have to." "Why?" "Because of my mother. Because of the reporters. Because they're digging into my past. Offering money for stories. And someone's going to take that money. Someone's going to say I'm a drug addict or a thief or worse. And when they do, Leo will hear it. And he'll what? Stop loving you." "Anna, he's 3. He doesn't care about your past. He doesn't care if you made mistakes. He just cares that you're here, that you're kind, that you make him feel safe. Until he's older, until he understands, until he's ashamed of me. That won't happen. You don't know that." "You're right. I don't." Ethan stepped into the room. "But I know this. Running doesn't protect him. It just teaches him that when things get hard, the people you love disappear." "Is that what you want to teach him? That love is conditional? That people leave?" Anna's eyes burned. "I don't want to hurt him." "Then stay. Fight. Show him that people who love you don't leave just because things get difficult." "I don't know how to fight this." "Then I'll teach you. We'll figure it out together." Anna looked at her bag, at Ethan, at the doorway where Leo might appear any second, asking why she was packing. She thought about every time someone had abandoned her. Her mother, her boyfriend, her father in his own way. How each abandonment had carved out a piece of her until she was hollow. She thought about Leo, about his drawings, about the way he said her name like she was someone precious. "Okay," Anna whispered. "Okay, I'll stay." Ethan pulled her into a hug, quick, tight, then let go like he'd crossed a line. "Thank you," he said. "Don't thank me yet. This might get really ugly." "I don't care." But 2 days later, when the article dropped, Anna wondered if that was still true. The headline was vicious: "Anna Blair Hero, or Con Artist. Former acquaintances share troubling stories." The article claimed Anna had stolen from a shelter, that she'd been caught prostituting, that she'd been arrested multiple times, that she was violent, unstable, dangerous. All lies, complete lies. But they sounded true. They had quotes from anonymous sources who claimed to know her. Anna read it 3 times. Each time felt like being punched. "It's all fake," Ethan said. He was reading over her shoulder. "Anyone can see it's fake." Can they? Or do they just want to believe it because it makes them feel better? Because it confirms what they already thought about homeless people? "We'll sue. We can't sue anonymous sources. We can't prove it's fake. We can just..." Anna's voice broke. "We can just live with it." Margaret appeared in the doorway. Her face was tight. "Mr. Grayson, we need to talk." "Not now, Margaret." "Yes, now. My daughter called. Her friends are asking questions about Anna, about whether it's safe for me to work here, whether it's appropriate." "It's appropriate. Anna hasn't done anything wrong." "I know that. You know that. But perception matters. And right now the perception is..." "I don't care about perception." Margaret's voice softened. "But you should care about Leo. About what this is doing to him. About how this will affect him when he starts school. When he makes friends. When their parents Google his name and see..." "Enough." Ethan's voice was sharp. "Anna is staying. End of discussion." Margaret looked at Anna. Something in her eyes that looked almost like pity. "I hope you know what you're doing," she said quietly, then left. Anna stood up, walked to the window, looked out at the garden, at the normal world happening outside while her world fell apart. "Maybe she's right," Anna said. "Maybe I should..." If you say you should leave one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. Ethan came up behind her, close but not touching. Anna, I need you to hear me, really hear me. I don't care what those articles say. I don't care what people think. I care about you, and Leo, and building something good. That's it. Everything else is noise. Noise that could destroy your life. Let it. I'd rather have a destroyed reputation and you here than a perfect reputation and be alone. Anna turned to face him. They were too close. Had been too close for weeks now, dancing around something neither would name. Why? Anna whispered. Why do you care so much? Ethan looked at her, really looked. His eyes traveled over her face like he was memorizing it. Because when Sarah died, I died too. Just kept walking around, going through motions, building buildings, making money, being a father, but not really living, just existing. His voice went rough. And then you ran into that fire, and you saved Leo, and you looked at me with these eyes that understood loss, that understood pain, and for the first time in 2 years, I felt something other than grief. I felt... He stopped, swallowed hard. I felt alive. Anna's breath caught. Ethan, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm not expecting anything. I just need you to know that you matter, to me, to Leo. You're not a burden. You're not a problem. You're... His voice broke. You're everything we needed and didn't know how to ask for. Anna felt tears sliding down her face. Hot. Silent. I don't know how to be what you need, she whispered. You already are, just by being here, just by being you. They stood there, inches apart, the whole world pressing down on them, the reporters, the articles, the judgment, all of it trying to push them apart. Anna reached up, touched Ethan's face. His skin was warm, real, alive. I'm scared, she whispered. Me too. What if this doesn't work? What if it does? Anna wanted to kiss him, wanted to close that last inch of space and let herself feel something other than fear. But Leo was upstairs. Margaret was in the kitchen. The world was watching. She dropped her hand, stepped back. I should check on Leo, she said. Anna, please, I need a minute. She left the room, went upstairs, found Leo in his room playing with blocks. Anna. He looked up, smiled, like nothing was wrong, like the world wasn't trying to tear them apart. Look, I built a tower. It's taller than me. Anna sat down next to him. That's amazing, buddy. Want to help me build another one? Yeah, I'd love that. They built towers until dinner time. Margaret made tacos. They ate quietly, the tension thick enough to cut. After dinner, Leo wanted to watch a movie. They curled up on the couch. Leo between Anna and Ethan, his small body warm and solid and trusting. Halfway through the movie, he fell asleep. Head on Anna's lap, thumb in his mouth. He hasn't done that since he was 2, Ethan said quietly. The thumb sucking means he's stressed. I'm sorry. Don't be. He'll be okay. We'll all be okay. But Ethan didn't sound sure. Neither of them did. Anna looked down at Leo, at his peaceful sleeping face, at the trust written all over him. She'd never wanted to protect something so badly in her life. This little boy who called her his angel, who thought she was brave, who loved her without conditions. I'll fight, Anna said quietly. For him. I'll fight. Ethan looked at her. For him. Anna met his eyes, saw the question there, the hope. For all of us, she said. I'll fight for all of us. Ethan's face did something complicated. Relief, joy, fear, all mixed together. Okay, he said. Then we fight together. They sat there, Leo sleeping between them, the movie playing, the world outside trying to break them. And for the first time, Anna let herself believe they might actually survive this. The next morning, Ethan's mother arrived. Catherine Grayson was exactly what Anna expected. Designer suit, perfect hair, cold eyes that assessed and found wanting. She walked into the house like she owned it. Looked at Anna like she was a stain on the carpet. "So you're the homeless woman my son is destroying his life for?" Anna stood her ground. "I'm Anna Blair. Nice to meet you." "I doubt that." Catherine turned to Ethan. "We need to talk. Privately. Anything you say to me you can say in front of Anna." Catherine's mouth tightened. "Fine. This is insane. You know that, right? Letting some stranger live in your house with your son. A woman with no education, no background check, no—" "She saved Leo's life. And you've thanked her. Generously, I'm sure. But that doesn't mean she needs to move in. That doesn't mean you need to, playhouse pretend you're a family. Ethan, she's homeless. She's—" "Enough." Ethan's voice was ice. "You don't get to come into my house and talk about Anna like she's not standing right here, like she's not a person, like she doesn't have feelings. I'm trying to protect you. And Leo, this woman has more integrity than you ever will." Ethan stepped forward. She could have sold her story to the tabloids, could have made hundreds of thousands, but she didn't. She could have exploited Leo's gratitude, used him, but she didn't. She's here because she cares, because she's good. And if you can't see that, that's your problem, not hers. Catherine's face went red. "I raised you better than this." "No. You raised me to care about money and status and what other people think. Sarah taught me better. She taught me to care about what's real, about what matters, and this matters. Anna matters." "You're in love with her." Catherine said it like an accusation, like something shameful. Ethan froze, didn't answer, didn't deny. Anna's heart stopped. She stared at him, waiting. "Yes." Ethan said finally, quietly. "Yes, I am." The room went silent. Catherine stared. Anna stared. Even the air seemed to stop moving. "Ethan," Anna started. "I know," Ethan said, not looking at her, still facing his mother. "I know it's complicated. I know it's fast. I know all the reasons it's a terrible idea. But I don't care. Because for the first time since Sarah died, I feel alive. And I'm not giving that up. Not for you. Not for anyone." Catherine's face went cold. "Then you're a fool. And when this falls apart, and it will fall apart, don't come crying to me." She turned, walked out, slammed the door hard enough to shake the walls. Ethan stood there, staring at the closed door, breathing hard. Anna didn't move, couldn't move. Her mind was spinning. Ethan loved her. He'd just said it, in front of his mother, made it real. "I'm sorry," Ethan said finally, still not looking at her. "I shouldn't have. That wasn't fair. Putting that on you. Did you mean it?" Now he turned, looked at her. His eyes were raw, vulnerable, terrified. "Yes, I meant it. Every word." Anna's chest felt too full, too tight, like her heart was trying to break free. "I don't know what to say." "You don't have to say anything. I'm not asking you to. I don't expect you to feel the same. Ethan ran his hands through his hair. "I needed you to know. Needed it to be real, even if it's stupid, even if it ruins everything." "Daddy!" Leo's voice from upstairs. "Was that Grandma? Is she gone?" "Yeah, buddy," Ethan called back. "She's gone." "Good. I don't like her. She's mean." Despite everything, Anna almost laughed. "He's not wrong." "No, he's really not." Ethan finally smiled. Small, sad. I should go check on him." "Ethan, wait." He stopped, looked back. Anna walked to him, stood close, looked up into his face. I don't know if I know how to love someone. I don't know if I'm capable of being what you need. But Her voice shook. I want to try. If you'll let me, I want to try. Ethan's face did something beautiful, something Anna would remember for the rest of her life. Yeah, he whispered. Yeah. He reached out, cupped her face in his hands, leaned down, stopped an inch away. Tell me if this is wrong, he whispered. Tell me if you don't want. Anna closed the distance, kissed him, soft, tentative, scared. Ethan made a sound in his throat, pulled her closer, kissed her back. Not soft, not tentative, like he'd been holding back for months and finally couldn't anymore. They broke apart, foreheads pressed together, both breathing hard. Daddy, Anna, come play. They looked at each other, started laughing, couldn't help it, the absurdity of it all, the timing, the impossibility. We should, Anna started. Yeah, we should. But Ethan kissed her once more. Quick, sweet. To be continued. To be continued. They went upstairs, found Leo building another tower. He looked up, smiled, completely oblivious to the fact that his entire world had just shifted. Want to help? Always, Anna said. They spent the afternoon playing, normal life happening while everything changed, while Anna let herself believe that maybe this was possible, that maybe she could have this, could be this. That night after Leo was asleep, Anna and Ethan sat in his office, working on the Little Lights plans. But neither could focus. They kept looking at each other, kept smiling, kept remembering that kiss. This is crazy, Anna said, completely crazy. Your mother thinks you've lost your mind. My mother thought I'd lost my mind when I married Sarah too. She was a painter, didn't come from money. Catherine hated her, until she didn't. Until she realized Sarah made me happy. Ethan's smile faded. She'll come around, eventually. And if she doesn't, then she doesn't. I spent too many years trying to make her happy. I'm done. Anna looked at the drawings spread across the desk, at the center they were building, at the dream they were making real. What if we actually pull this off? She said. What if we build this thing and it works and we what? Anna looked at him. At this man who'd seen her at her lowest and somehow loved her anyway. We change things, she said. We help people. We make something that matters. We will, Ethan said. I know we will. Anna wanted to believe him, wanted to believe that two broken people could build something whole, that love was enough, that trying mattered. She reached across the desk, took his hand. Okay, she whispered. Let's do it. Let's build something beautiful. Ethan squeezed her hand. Together. Together. Outside, the city slept. The reporters had finally given up. The story was fading. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, new judgments, new reasons to give up. But tonight, Anna Blair sat in a warm house with a man she was learning to love, and a child who already loved her back. Tonight, she was building something instead of just surviving. Tonight, she mattered. And for now, that was enough. 3 months passed like a dream Anna kept waiting to wake up from. She worked with Ethan every day on Little Lights. They interviewed dozens of single mothers, homeless families, women coming out of shelters. Each story broke Anna's heart and put it back together. Each voice added something to the design, made it better, made it real. Leo started calling her Mama in May. Just slipped out one morning at breakfast. Mama, can you pass the syrup? Everyone froze. Leo looked confused by the silence. What I can call her Mama if I want. Right, Daddy? Ethan's eyes were wet. He looked at Anna. She looked back. Both of them terrified and hopeful. Yeah, buddy, Ethan said quietly. If Anna's okay with it, you can call her Mama. Leo turned to Anna. Are you okay with it? Anna couldn't speak, could only nod. Leo grinned and went back to his pancakes like he hadn't just changed everything. Margaret quit 2 weeks later, said it was time, that her daughter needed her in Seattle. Everyone knew the real reason. She couldn't watch this anymore, couldn't approve. "I hope you know what you're doing," Margaret said to Anna on her last day. "That boy loves you, really loves you. If you break his heart, I won't." People don't plan to break hearts, but they do it anyway. Margaret's face softened slightly. "But maybe you're different. Maybe you'll actually stay." "I will, I promise." Margaret nodded, didn't smile. But something in her eyes looked almost like belief. They hired a new nanny, younger, kinder. She didn't care about Anna's past, just cared that Leo was happy, that he laughed again, that he stopped having nightmares about fires. June brought the groundbreaking for Little Lights, a ceremony with speeches and cameras. Anna stood on stage next to Ethan, terrified. "You should say something," Ethan whispered. "This is your project too." "I can't. I'll mess it up. You'll be perfect. Just tell them why it matters." Anna took the microphone, looked out at the crowd. 50 people, maybe more, all watching her, all waiting. "I don't have a fancy speech," Anna started. Her voice shook. "I'm not good at this, but I know what it's like to need help and not know where to find it. I know what it's like to be invisible, to feel like you don't matter, like no one cares if you live or die." The crowd was silent, listening. Little Lights is for everyone who's ever felt that way. For every mother who's trying to keep her kids safe but doesn't have a safe place to go. For every person who just needs someone to see them, to believe in them, to give them a chance. Anna's voice broke. "Someone gave me a chance, and it changed everything. That's what we're building here. Not just a building, a chance, for people who deserve so much more than they've been given." People were crying. Anna saw it, saw tears on faces she didn't know, saw understanding, saw hope. Ethan took her hand, squeezed it, proud. After the ceremony, a woman approached Anna, middle-aged, tired eyes, 2 kids holding her hands. "Thank you," the woman said, "for saying that, for building this. I've been in 3 different shelters this year, with my babies. It's—" She stopped, couldn't finish. Anna hugged her. This stranger, this woman who understood. "You're going to be okay," Anna whispered. "I promise. You're going to be okay." The woman cried on Anna's shoulder. Her kids watched, confused but quiet. That night Anna couldn't sleep. She stood in the backyard staring at the stars, thinking about that woman, about her kids, about all the people out there right now who were cold, scared, invisible. Ethan came outside, wrapped a blanket around her shoulders. "You okay?" "I was her, 6 months ago. I was that woman with nowhere to go. And now I'm—" Anna gestured around, at the house, at the life she'd somehow stumbled into. "Now I'm here, and it feels impossible, like I'm going to wake up under the bridge and realize this was all a dream." "It's not a dream." "How do you know?" Ethan turned her to face him. "Because dreams don't have moments like this, where you're scared and happy and confused all at once. Dreams are simpler. This is real, messy and complicated and real." Anna looked up at him. This man who'd changed everything, who'd seen her at her worst and somehow loved her anyway. "I'm scared I'm going to ruin this," she whispered. "That I'm going to do something wrong and hurt you. Hurt Leo. That I'm not—" Ethan kissed her, soft, sweet, stopping her words. "You're not going to ruin anything. You're going to be exactly who you are. And that's enough. That's always been enough." "How can you be so sure?" "Because I see you, Anna, really see you. Not the homeless woman, not the hero, just you. And you're good, down to your bones. You're good." Anna wanted to believe him, wanted to believe she was capable of this, of being a partner, a mother, a person who mattered. Marry me, Ethan said suddenly. Anna's heart stopped. What? Marry me. I know it's fast, I know it's crazy, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to waste time. Life's too short. Sarah taught me that. So marry me. Not because it makes sense, because it feels right. Ethan. You don't have to answer now. Just think about it. Think about us. About Leo. About building a life together. A real life. Not just surviving. Actually living. Anna's mind was spinning. Marriage. Family. Forever. All the things she'd stopped believing she could have. I need time, she whispered. Take all the time you need. I'll wait. I'm good at waiting. But Anna didn't need time. She knew the answer. Had known it since that first kiss. Since Leo called her mama. Since she'd stopped running and started staying. Ask me again, Anna said. In front of Leo, so he knows, so it's real. Ethan's face lit up. Yeah. The next morning they sat Leo down. He looked between them confused. Are we in trouble? Leo asked. No, buddy. The opposite. Ethan knelt down in front of him. Leo, how would you feel if I asked Anna to marry me if she became your mama for real? Leo's eyes went huge. For real, for real. For real, for real. Yes. Leo jumped up and down. Yes. Can I be at the wedding? Can I wear a suit? Can we have cake? Anna laughed through tears. Yes to all of it. Can Marcus come? And can we have chocolate cake? And can... Leo, I need to actually ask her first, Ethan said. Then ask her. Leo looked impatient. Come on, Daddy. Ethan pulled out a ring. Simple, beautiful, gold band with a small diamond. This was Sarah's, he said quietly. She'd want you to have it. She'd want... His voice broke. She'd want Leo to be happy. And you make him happy. You make both of us happy. Anna looked at the ring, at Ethan, at Leo bouncing with excitement. Are you asking me? Anna said, playing along, making Leo giggle. Anna Blair, will you marry me? Will you be Leo's mama and my wife and build this crazy beautiful life with us? Yes, Anna whispered. Yes, I will. Leo screamed, actually screamed, so loud the neighbors probably heard. He threw himself at Anna, hugging her so hard she almost fell over. I have a mama, he shouted. A real mama, Daddy. I have a mama. Ethan slipped the ring on Anna's finger. It fit perfectly, like it was always meant to be there. They told Catherine that night. Over the phone, she didn't take it well. You're marrying her, Ethan, this is insane. You've known her 6 months. She was homeless 6 months ago. What happens when she... Stop. Ethan's voice was calm. Final. I'm marrying Anna. With or without your blessing. I'd like to have it. But I don't need it. And if you can't be happy for us, then don't come to the wedding. Silence. Then Catherine's voice, smaller than Anna had ever heard it. She better not hurt you. Or Leo. Or I swear... She won't. She's not that person. How do you know? Because I know her. And because some people, when you give them love, they give it back tenfold. Anna's one of those people. More silence. Then, fine, I'll come to the wedding, but I'm not happy about this. You don't have to be happy. You just have to be civil. Catherine hung up. Ethan looked at Anna. She'll come around. You said that 3 months ago. I'll keep saying it until it's true. They got married in August. Small ceremony in the backyard. 20 people, close friends. Marie from the bridge. A few of the women they'd interviewed for Little Lights. Ethan's colleagues who'd stayed loyal through the scandal. Leo was the ring bearer. Wore a tiny suit. Took his job very seriously. Walked down the aisle with the rings on a pillow like he was carrying the crown jewels. Catherine came. Sat in the back. Didn't smile, but she came. Anna wore a simple white dress. Nothing fancy, Nothing expensive. Just clean and pretty and hers. When the officiant asked if anyone objected, Leo shouted, "No, nobody objects, Mama's perfect." Everyone laughed. Even Catherine cracked a smile. Ethan cried during his vows. "You ran into fire for my son, but you walked through fire for me, every day, every moment. You could have run, could have hidden, but you stayed, you fought, you loved us even when we didn't deserve it. I promise to love you the same way, fierce, loyal, forever." Anna's vows were simpler. "I was invisible for 6 years. You saw me, you made me real, you gave me a family, a home, a life. I promise to never take that for granted. To love you and Leo with everything I have. To be the person you believe I am, even when I don't believe it myself." They kissed. Leo cheered. Everyone clapped. Anna Blair became Anna Grayson. Got a new last name. A new life. A new identity. That night, after Leo was asleep and the guests had gone home, Anna and Ethan sat on the back porch. Married. Together. Real. "I can't believe we pulled this off," Anna said. "Which part? The wedding or the last 6 months?" "All of it. Every impossible piece." Ethan pulled her close. "You know what the best part is?" "What?" "We're just getting started." September brought the opening of Little Lights. The building was finished. 10 apartments upstairs. Childcare center on the first floor. Job training space, counseling offices, community kitchen. Everything they'd planned, everything they'd fought for. The day before the opening, Anna walked through the empty building, touching walls, opening doors, remembering every conversation that had shaped this place. Ethan found her in one of the apartments, standing in the middle of the living room, crying. "Hey, what's wrong?" "Nothing's wrong. Everything's right. That's..." Anna wiped her eyes. "That's what's so overwhelming. We actually did it. We built this thing. And tomorrow people are going to live here, real people, with real kids. And they're going to have a chance. Because of this. Because of us." Ethan wrapped his arms around her. "Because of you. This was your dream, your vision. I just drew the pictures. We did it together." "Yeah, together." The opening ceremony was bigger than the groundbreaking. 100 people, news cameras, the mayor, local politicians wanting photo ops. Anna stood on stage, not scared this time, just proud. "6 months ago I stood here and told you about being invisible," Anna said. "About needing someone to see you, to care, to give you a chance. Today, Little Lights opens its doors. Today, 10 families get that chance. Get to be seen. Get to matter." She looked at the first families who'd been selected. Mothers with tired eyes. Kids who'd seen too much. People who'd survived things Anna understood. "You're not broken," Anna said to them. Directly to them. "You're not less than. You're not problems to solve. You're people. Valuable. Important. Worthy. And this place, Little Lights, it's here to remind you of that, every single day." The crowd erupted. People stood, clapped, some cried. Ethan took Anna's hand. "You're amazing. You know that?" "We're amazing. There's a difference." Leo ran on stage, grabbed both their hands. "Group hug. We need a group hug." They hugged, right there on stage, in front of everyone. A family, real and messy and perfect. After the ceremony, they gave tours, showed families their new apartments, watched kids run through halls, saw mothers cry with relief. One woman, the same woman from the groundbreaking, pulled Anna aside. "I got in, my kids and me. We got accepted. I know. I helped pick the families. Why us? Why me?" Anna looked at this woman, this survivor, this fighter. "Because you reminded me of me, and I wanted you to have what I got. A chance. Hope. Someone who believes you can make it." The woman hugged Anna, tight, desperate. Thank you. Thank you for seeing us. I'll always see you. That's what this place is for. That night, after everything, Anna sat in Leo's room, watching him sleep, thinking about how far they'd come, how different everything was. You awake? Ethan whispered from the doorway. Yeah. Can't sleep. Too much in my head. Ethan came in, sat next to her. They watched Leo together. You know what Sarah would say? Ethan said quietly. If she could see this. See you and Leo and little lights and all of it. What? She'd say thank you. For giving Leo a mother who loves him. For giving me a reason to live again. For building something beautiful out of so much pain. Ethan's voice cracked. She'd say you're exactly who we needed. Anna leaned her head on his shoulder. I miss her sometimes. Even though I never met her. Because she made you. Made Leo. Made this life possible. She'd like you. You're both fighters. Both believers. Both. Ethan stopped. Both people who see the best in everyone. Even when everyone else has given up. They sat in silence. Comfortable. Safe. Together. Leo stirred. Opened his eyes. Saw them watching him. Why are you staring at me? He mumbled sleepily. Because you're perfect, Anna said. I know. Can I sleep now? They laughed, kissed his forehead. Let him drift back to sleep. In the hallway, Ethan pulled Anna close. I love you, he whispered. In case I don't say it enough. You say it plenty. I'll say it more. Every day. Forever. Forever, Anna repeated, testing the word, believing it finally. Months turned into a year. Leo started pre-K, made friends, brought home drawings of his family. Always 3 people. Daddy, Mama, me. Always smiling. Always together. Little lights thrived. All 10 apartments stayed full. The job training program helped 6 women find employment. The child care center had a waiting list. The model worked. Other cities started calling, asking how to replicate it. Anna became the director. Got business cards with her name. Got invited to conferences, to speak, to share her story. At first, she hated it. Hated being looked at, being questioned, being judged. But then she realized. Every time she told her story, she gave someone else permission to hope, to believe their story could change too. So she kept telling it, over and over. The fire, the fear, the choice to stay instead of run. The slow building of a life she never thought she deserved. Catherine came around. Eventually, started calling, started visiting, started accepting that Anna wasn't going anywhere, that she made Ethan happy, made Leo happy, that she was family now. I was wrong about you, Catherine said one day, out of nowhere. I thought you'd hurt them, thought you were using them. I was wrong. Thank you for saying that. Don't thank me. I was a judgmental snob. Sarah would have hated how I acted. Sarah would have forgiven you. Ethan says she forgave everyone. Catherine smiled, sad, wistful. She did. She was better than all of us. She gave me this life, even though she never met me. Her death... Anna stopped. I don't want to say it was for something. That feels wrong, but it brought me here, to them, and I'm grateful, even though I wish she was still here. She is, Catherine said quietly. In Leo, in the way Ethan loves you, in every good thing you build, she's still here. 2 years after the fire, Anna stood in front of Little Lights. A new banner hung above the entrance. Founded by Anna Grayson and Ethan Grayson. Built with love. Maintained with hope. They were opening a second location. Bigger. Better. With 20 apartments. More services. More hope. Leo was 5 now. Tall. Confident. Happy. He stood next to Anna holding a pair of scissors for the ribbon cutting. "Ready, Mama?" "Ready, baby." They cut the ribbon together. Ethan took pictures. Catherine clapped. The new families cheered. Anna looked around. At the building. At her family. At the life she'd built from ashes. She thought about that morning 2 years ago. Under the gas station canopy. Cold. Alone. Invisible. She thought about running into that fire. About saving Leo. About that first cup of coffee with Ethan. About every moment of terror and hope and love that had led her here. "Thank you," she whispered. To the universe. To Sarah. To whatever force had given her this impossible second chance. "What are you thanking?" Leo asked. "Everything. Everyone. All of it." "That's a lot of thanking." "Yeah, it really is." That night, they had a celebration dinner. Just the three of them. Pizza on the living room floor, Leo's favorite. "I have an announcement," Leo said seriously. "What's up, buddy?" Ethan asked. "I told Marcus at school that my mama used to be homeless, and he said that was cool, that you're like a superhero. Is that okay? That I told him?" Anna's throat tightened. She looked at Ethan. He looked back. Both of them understanding. This was the moment. The test. Would Leo be ashamed? Would his friends judge? Would the past come back to hurt them? "It's okay," Anna said carefully. "But how do you feel about it? About me being homeless?" Leo thought about it. Really thought. "I feel like you're brave," he said finally. "And strong. And you saved me. So I don't care if you were homeless. I just care that you're my mama now." Anna couldn't speak. Could only pull Leo into her arms and hold him. "I love you," she whispered. "So much." "I love you too. Even if you cry a lot. You cry more than Daddy. It's kind of funny." Everyone laughed. The tension broke. Normal life resumed. After Leo was asleep, Anna and Ethan sat on the porch. Stars overhead. City lights below. Their life spread out between. "We made it," Anna said. "We actually made it. Never doubted it." "Liar. You doubted plenty." "Okay, fine. I doubted. But I also believed. Both things at once." Anna took his hand. Looked at her ring. Still Sarah's ring. Still perfect. "Do you think she knows?" Anna asked. "Sarah, do you think she knows what happened? What we built?" Ethan was quiet for a long time. Then, "Yeah, I think she knows. And I think she's glad. Glad Leo has you. Glad I found love again. Glad we're happy." "You're sure?" "I'm sure." Sarah wasn't jealous, wasn't possessive. She just wanted us to be okay, and we are. We're more than okay. They sat in silence, comfortable, complete. "What now?" Anna asked. "We've built little lights. We've got Leo settled. We've survived the scandal. What's next?" Ethan smiled. "Whatever we want. That's the beautiful thing. We get to choose now. We get to build whatever life we want." "I want more kids," Anna said, surprising herself. "I want Leo to have siblings. Want to—" She stopped. "Want to have a family. A big, messy, loud family." "Yeah. Yeah. Is that crazy? Me wanting kids when I lost, when I— It's not crazy. It's healing. And I want that too. Leo asks for a brother or sister constantly." "Really?" "Really. So let's do it. Let's build our family. Let's keep building this life. Keep proving everyone wrong." Anna kissed him. Long, deep, full of promise. "Okay," she whispered. "Let's do it. Let's build everything." 3 years later, Anna stood in the same hospital where Leo had been treated after the fire. But this time, she wasn't running in. She was walking out. With twins. A boy and a girl. 7 pounds each. Healthy. Perfect. Leo held his baby brother, while Ethan held his baby sister. Both careful, both proud. "What are their names?" the nurse asked. Anna looked at Ethan. They'd decided together. "Sarah," Anna said, "and James, after Ethan's middle name." Catherine, standing nearby, started crying. "You named her Sarah." "She gave us this life," Anna said. "Seemed right to give her this, to keep her here, with us." Catherine hugged Anna. First real hug. First acceptance. First family. "Thank you," Catherine whispered, "for honoring her, for loving them, for being exactly who they needed." They took the twins home. To the house that was Anna's now. Really hers. Not borrowed. Not temporary. Hers. Little Lights was in 5 cities now, helping hundreds of families. Anna traveled sometimes, speaking, teaching, sharing. But she always came home, to Ethan, to Leo, to Sarah and James, to the life she'd built from nothing. One night Anna couldn't sleep. She went downstairs, found the old box Ethan had saved, her box, from before, newspaper clippings about the fire, photos from that day, her old clothes, her burned hands in the pictures, evidence of who she used to be. Anna looked at the photos, at the woman covered in ash, at the terror and determination in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered to her past self, "for being brave, for running in, for giving me this." "You still up?" Ethan's voice from the stairs. "Yeah, just thinking." "About what?" "About how far we've come. About that morning. About everything." Ethan sat next to her, looked at the photos. "You know what I see when I look at these," he said. "What? Someone who saved 3 lives that day. Leo's, mine, and your own." Anna looked at him. "How did I save my own? You stopped being invisible. You stopped accepting that suffering was all you deserved. You chose to matter, and that choice changed everything." Anna leaned into him. "I love you." "I love you too, both versions. The woman in these photos and the woman you are now. All of it, all of you." They sat together, looking at the past, grateful for the present, excited for the future. Upstairs, Leo called out, "Mama James is crying." "Coming," Anna called back. She stood, looked at Ethan, at her husband, her partner, her home. "Ready?" he asked. "Always." They went upstairs together, to their crying baby, to Leo who needed help, to Sarah sleeping peacefully, to the beautiful mess of family life. Anna picked up James, rocked him, sang softly. He quieted, nestled into her chest, trusted, loved. She looked around the room, at her children, at Ethan, at the life she'd somehow been given. From invisible to irreplaceable. From homeless to home. From surviving to thriving. Anna Blair, who became Anna Grayson, who became Mama, who became exactly who she was always meant to be. She'd run into fire once, saved a little boy, and in saving him saved herself. That was the truth, the whole truth. And it was more than enough.